Hello, welcome to Air Rifle Testing. I'm glad you can join me today. I'm back at Farm Z doing some target shooting here. It's cloudy and it's cold. So yesterday was like too sunny but windy. But anyway, I was setting up at 36 yards today, shooting the NSA slugs and the H&N. So what I found was both of them are actually okay with my gun. The consistency is kind of there and then it's not there. I would get flyers and all that stuff, but all in all I think they're okay. Like I said, a little bit more fine-tuning maybe will get the grip tightened, but so far the best grip I got was less than half inch at 36 yards. So it's not long distance, but I'm gonna set up at 50 yards downrange and see if I can get some group and testing. Yesterday I did some tests, but again my recording on the GoPro wasn't as good. It wasn't clear because I didn't adjust the parallax on the helix, so a little bit finicky to use the parallax. It looks clear in my eyes, but then the recording a bit fuzzy, so there's no way of me knowing that until I get home and put it on the computer. So a few things I want to talk about, my opinion about accuracy of a certain ammo. So let that be pellets or slugs. What I find was, first of all, your gun has to be harmonically tuned to shoot the projectile, whatever weight that is. So that is very important. If the gun doesn't have enough power or the harmonic to shoot that slug or pellet, then you're gonna have a hard time grouping at any distance. So that's point number one. Point number two is the size of your ammo, in this case pellet or slugs I should say. So they come in different sizes, so you have to try and see which size fits your barrel the best. So that's number two. And then number three is the elements, the weather, the temperature, and of course the wind factor. So combine all those, it's gonna determine how accurate that ammo is. And then the most importantly, lastly, which is item number 4, in my opinion, that's the biggest factor, which is the ability of the shooter. What I meant is, can a shooter maintain a steady posture, follow through, and breathing technique and all that. So I think that really determines a lot about the accuracy, whether or not you're actually making a good shot or you're not. So if all that fundamental is not there, then it's not fair to state that a particular ammo is bad or inaccurate for your gun. So that's what I found anyway. So the positioning of how you hold the gun and how you place it on your shooting bag, for example, that play a huge role in getting the results that you're looking for. So a lot of times, even for myself, I'm guilty of that. Right away when I didn't have a good group, I blame it on the ammo. I think the ammunition is not good or bad quality. I mean, yes, some pellets or slugs are not built, they're gonna have some kind of defects, but that's pretty odd. What you can do, you can basically select them out, right, and then weigh the pellets if you're really keen on trying to get that accuracy. But if it's just for plinking purposes, then you don't need to go that extent. But for me, I want to get as tight as good as I can, to the best of my ability anyway. So but yeah, so to sum up, those are the 4 things. So a lot of things to consider, but before you give it a judgment to a particular ammo or pellets, make sure these 4 items are on your checklist, and that way you can eliminate and then decide whether or not a certain pellets or slugs is good for your gun or not, because every gun is different. So, and of course the power tune is different as well. So what works for one person might not work for the other. So anyway, that's my conclusion for accuracy determination. So these are things that, in my opinion, you need to really pay attention to. So. Okay, that's 28 shots with the new H&N slugs that I washed and looped. So this is a 36 yards and this is a half-inch group. That's my testing for the H&N. So I'm going to try to do the NSA slug now and see what happens. So, NSA, a little bit inconsistent. I think some of the flyers are bad slug with the skirt. I noticed some of them had a little bit of a chip or dink. So those might be the one. But other than that, they're okay. They're not 100% consistent, but good enough, I guess. 80. Ah, come on. Fine. So the redesign is really good, really consistent. This is at 50 yards. $50. This is 77 yards. Just checking the clarity of the recording here with parallax. 77. I'm at about 75 on my parallax. I'm gonna turn slightly. This is 79. redesign, 110.